Hi, this is Dorothy with Dot Scrapbooking, and what I wanted to show you today is what I've been working on for the last week and a half or 2 weeks. And I wanted to make a bunch of Valentine cards for Cards for Kindness. So all of these cards are going to be sent to Cards for Kindness, and they will distribute them to various people, either older people in nursing homes or military or kids. So this is my first batch of cards, and I went through my papers looking for Valentine papers. I had the more recent papers that are love notes, but these other papers with the little candies and the arrows are from Smitten, which was from a while ago. And so I was able to find a whole pack, maybe a pack and a half, and 2 sheets of stickers to make cards. Now, this was from a stamp called A Toast to You, and it's a pun stamp, which I just love the pun stamps. And the little animals are from a stamp called Hey There. And so also a pun stamp. I like to call them punnies. But I just had so much fun coloring them and adding some glitter paper, which I kind of hoard glitter paper, and it's like I really need to stop that and just use it. These cards are not hard. They're the top two are the I hope you're okay and talk about taco about, oh, what does it say? Taco about awesome. That's what it says. I mean, but the little animals have such adorable faces, and I thought that would make some little kid feel good. These are more for the the adults out there, the adult children. And a lot of these stamps, cards are from kits, where our kits you make four each of four designs. So you end up with 16 cards. It's a lot of cards. So I've taken some of them that are pretty generic in their sentiments, like thinking of you or wishing you sunshine and happiness or sending hugs, and or the hello and the kindness. Those are kind of generic and can go for so many different situations. So I decided to use those cards, and they're not doing me any good sitting in my box. I mean, I love to have them available to send quickly to somebody, but I don't use all of them. So this helps me use up some of the cards. Now, this one in particular, there's two of them there, especially good for guys. And so when you're making cards for kindness, you always want to remember that, there's guys out there. And so you want to have cards that are not just ultra feminine. You want to have some pretty generic and some guy-looking cards. Now, this is a super simple way of making a card. This is a thin cut, and it's called a card front type thin cut. So I just cut the butterflies out and then put some white glitter paper behind the butterflies for a little fun, and talk about a simple card to make. So these others, now that was made using texture paste that I colored. So I was experimenting with the paste and I colored it and kind of went from kind of a raspberry down to the yellowish. I'm forgetting the name of the color. This was another kit card, and that was an individual card I made. Some of these cards I made doing card challenges. So I've made videos of them. Now this is a card front that I used a lot, obviously all the hearts. Now this was me pulling out some of my older paper. This was some foil hard paper. I have it in silver and gold. I now don't have any. I've used it all up, which that's a good thing. And that's a challenge card that I made, making a shaker card. Shaker cards are so much fun. Kids and adults would like them. And so this was a beautiful thin cut doily that I found. That is from the Stampin' Thin Cut Now and Forever. And so I got to utilize some old stamp sets that I had, especially for the sentiments. So look at how different, so you have the same card front, and look at how different you can make the cards. Like the hearts from the card I'm holding, the hearts are from the cutout of the next one over, the hearts from the next one over. And I just kind of put those in the spaces. The other one, I put a full backing of another paper on the back of the little tiny hearts. This is a thin cut we have available now that I made also using Love Notes, which is a paper that we have available right now for making Valentines and Valentine pages, and ended up making a beautiful card. So here are some more. These are like a little bit more. This was a fun fold, super, super easy to make. You just take the regular A2 card and you fold the top piece in half, and you've got a fun fold. Super, super easy. And then you make a design, this case the circle, the scallop circle, and you cover the inside sentiment. There's my gold foil that I now am all out of, and I used a thin cut card front to make that stitched edge. Now that white part there is the inside of that stitched edge thin cut. So you can use both pieces of that particular thin cut. And I interchanged the white glitter and red glitter. And the gold one was just a leftover I had because I was using the inside piece of the gold thin cut. And I usually have a little stamp on the back and on the card, just as kind of a little part of me making the card my own. So here's another super easy fun fold and using the scallop circle. By the way, I love those scallop circles. I had cut a bunch of them because I liked them so much. So I was able to use those pieces that I had cut and laying around. And here they got to get used. Now that paper is the Love Notes paper. That's the flip side. The stamp is the flip side of, I think, the, well, maybe not the teddy bear, but one of the Love Notes. So I was able to use both sides, and look at how simple. These are simple designs. Now this was another, I really did like that thin cut, so I cut it out in gold glitter and put the black on the back side and then built the card up from the black. So that the design would stand out. So I am just going to go ahead and put these away. And the last group, so that's all of my Valentines. Now altogether, I think I made 86 or 87 cards to send to Cards for Kindness. It's in Arizona. If you look it up on the web, it's just cardsforkindness.org, and you can see where to send them to and what they're looking for, what their requirements are. So these are just some kind of hi there type, hello, how are you, thinking of you kind of cards, not necessarily Valentine cards. So the Gnome for You was a fun one I did for a challenge card. And the hummingbird, I had a whole lot of fun blending blues and purples and pinks with. And this is a spin card that I made quite a while ago. You can change the inside sentiment. This is another fun fold that was just so much fun to make. And one of my lattice work cards, which I really enjoyed making. I haven't made one in quite a while. I should pull my little how-to out again and make some more. But these are just, excuse me, the cards that I made that I'm going to be running to the post office with. I went there last night, but the line at 10 to 5 was to the door. And so I thought I'm going back in the morning. And these are all my cards. So I hope that you're inspired to maybe make some cards to send to people, or if you have some cards that are already made and you want to know what to do with them, I suggest looking up Cards for Kindness or find some nursing homes in your area and deliver them. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Let me know what you think. Anyway, take care. Bye now. Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.